we have finally got a release date for Hololive OCG English Edition. Hello and welcome to the channel. We'll talk about all things card games and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I want to be talking about the news that has just been released from the Hololive OCG English X page regarding the release date of the English version of the game. Now, if you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Check out my other socials, links are in the description, and consider joining and becoming a member by hitting that join button down below. Let's get to it. So today on the 14th of March 2025, the Hololive OCG English X page has finally made an announcement regarding the release date of the English version of the game. We have got the confirmation that the release date will be on the 11th of July 2025. Now, what does that mean? Now, first of all, we've had confirmation of the first 3 releases, which is going to be the Cheer set, the Tokino Soda and Azuki Start Deck, and also the first booster set, Blooming Radiance. And it looks like they're going to be released on the same day, so that's really cool. Not only that, they've also released a picture of what looks to be the acrylic set of the counters, damage counters, the dice, and the Oshi skill, SP skill marker. So they haven't actually announced any date with that, but we assume that this will come with the release of the other 3 items. And I'm glad that this is also coming to English. It's nice to see the Oshi skill in the English. It's kind of cool. But it's good that we're going to have access to those for the English release as well. Now, in terms of the timing, what do I think that means for the competitive play scene of Hololive OCG? Now, first things first, being that it's out in July means that it will coincide with the end of the Bushiroad Summerfest 2025. I think that means that throughout the Bushiroad Summerfest 2025, we will see demo sessions at many of the North American and European and even potentially Asia Oceania regionals. Talking of more events, given that the first set is coming out in July, if it was to match the release schedule of the Japanese format where they release a brand new booster set every 3 months, that means that set 2, the Quintet Spectrum, will come out around October time. Why is that important? The reason for that is that if it follows similarly to how Japanese do it, October will roughly be around the start of the BCS 25-26 series. For those who don't know, BCS is the Bushiroad Championship Series, which is similar to what the WGP or the World Grand Prix is in Japan. And if they end up merging Hololive OCG with the BCS circuit like they did with Shadowverse Evolve, that could mean that we could see Hololive OCG at the next BCS. And I think it makes sense as well, because if the second set does come out around October time, that will mean that we'll have set 1 and set 2 in preparation for a big competitive circuit. And I think it's from set 2 we really see the gameplay and decks and the meta really diversify. Whilst there are still problems with the Kanata deck and things like that, which if you check out my latest video, I spoke about the restriction list update coming in April for Japanese. And, you know, we can see that Kanata is still doing extremely well with the release of set 2, and it's still predicted to do well with the release of set 3 Elite Spark. With set 2, if it is managed correctly within the English format, with the use of a restriction list, if they do not change the wording of the cards in English, then I think that there could be a really good meta with the release of set 2 going into a competitive series. And not only that as well, the World Finals will probably be in May again around Bushiroad Card Festival, or potentially even earlier, being in March, and have the World Finals linked to HoloFest. That would be really cool. It would mean that the next set, Elite Spark, would be predicted to come out around January. And at that point, the meta diversifies even further. So I think this is really, really exciting. The fact that we're getting that July release, we'll expect to get set 2 in October, expect to get set 3 in January, which will still be towards the tail end of the BCS series. So we'll see the meta evolve throughout the BCS with the release of set 3. I genuinely think the timing of this is perfect. Now, originally I predicted it would come out in September so that it lined up with exactly a year from the release of the Hololive OCG in Japan, but bringing it forward 2 months to a July release, I think is incredibly clever, and it means that the bubble of the Hololive Japanese game coming out is not popped before the English release comes out. I think this is a very, very clever move by Cover, linked with Bushiroad, of course, and this could make for a very exciting year for Hololive OCG in the whole, and also for the development of the Bushiroad Championship Series. I am so excited. I guess the little side note, what does that mean for me? Obviously, BCS, I tend to try and play where I can, or I judge, or like I did in Cardiff, I commentated for Weisschwarz. My focus is now on trying to commentate as much as I can for BCS 25-26, as well as seeing where I can commentate for the Bushiroad Summerfest 2025. Obviously, Bushiroad 2025 will be more the Weisschwarz side, but for the BCS 25-26, I'm hoping that Weisschwarz will be on one day and that Hololive OCG will be on the other day, so that I can commentate both events. And I'm going to do my best to be able to attend as many events as possible and to be able to stream as many events as possible to bring you guys the live action from these events. So if you want to see that happen, please make sure you help the channel grow so that Bushiroad and Cover notice me, basically. Subscribe, like the videos, check out all my other stuff as well on Hololive OCG and Weisschwarz, and just support the channel where you can. It would be really appreciated. But that's it for this video. It's a pretty quick one. I've whipped this together as quick as I can to get it out as soon as possible after the release. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. And again, if you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Check out my other socials, links in the description. And please consider joining and becoming a member and supporting the channel even further by hitting that join button down below. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!